Making love to you was never second best. I saw the world crashing all around your face, never really knowing it was always mesh and lace. I'll stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you.
Hey girls and boys, this is Michael of Cinema to Meep. Welcome to the podcast. We're on episode 4, and I wanted to do things just a little bit differently today. I'm recording by myself today because I wanted to explore soundtracks, and I kind of wanted to make you like a big playlist, if you will, give you an idea of what kind of music we like here on Cinema to Meep and Retro Movie Love. And it's kind of like a soundtrack for the show, if you will. And I hope you enjoy it. And we're going to play some songs, quite a few songs, and give you an idea of what I like about the movies and how the song works within the movie and that sort of thing. And here we go. Hope you enjoy it. At the top of the show, we played Melt With You from Modern English. That comes off the Valley Girl soundtrack, as you might know already. It's probably one of the more popular songs from this list that I'm going to play today. And Valley Girl is a movie I love dearly, and I chose it first because I would count it as the soundtrack that first made me realize that I was in love with movie soundtracks. Now, when I say soundtracks, I mean more song soundtracks. I love scores, and I think I'm going to get into that on another show at some point in the future. So if you're into scores, look out for that one. But for now, we're going to focus on song soundtracks. And Valley Girl has a great song soundtrack. Actually, there are 2 soundtracks, I think, put out by Rhino a little later on in the 90s. And I own them both, and I've loved them since they first came out. And watching the film in the 80s and 90s and onward, I just kind of fell in love with this soundtrack so much. There's so much great music in this movie, and I believe a lot of it was handpicked by the director, Martha Coolidge. She was kind of keeping her ear to what was going on at the time, and she made a great movie, and she made a great soundtrack along with the movie. It was a great film. It stood the test of time, and it's considered a classic now. It's 31 years old. And I keep going back to it time and time again. It's something that I would consider one of my absolute favorite films of all time. It's a romantic comedy in a way, but it's a teen movie. It's just really genuine. It's very heartfelt, but it's also kind of edgy and quirky, and it has great performances by Nicolas Cage and Deborah Foreman, and a lot of the supporting players are really good in it too. And Melt With You is a love song. It's kind of like, in a way, the ultimate love song. It's about being with somebody even to the end. If there was a nuclear war, you would actually want to melt with them. And I think that's highly romantic and says so much about how strong you can have feelings for someone. And the movie does it brilliantly, and the song is placed very brilliantly. Actually, it's twice in the film during a montage, the falling in love montage, and then at the end of the film. So it's recalled at the end of the film, and when it kicks in at the end, and the two kind of get into the car and go off together into the night with a little bit of uncertainty, which kind of recalls itself the ending of The Graduate. The song kicks in, and you just kind of really feel what they're feeling, and it leaves you on such a happy, positive note and sticks with you so much. And it's such a great song. And I hope you guys like that movie a lot. It's a great film. So let's move on to number 2 on the playlist. Here goes.
There's a reason for the sunshine sky. There's a reason candlelights must be the season when those love lights shine all around us. So let that wonder take you into space and lay you under. Its loving embrace, just feel the thunder as it warms your face. You can't hold back. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Let your love fly high like a bird on a wing, and let your love find you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Let your love fly high like a bird on a wing, and let your love find you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream.
That was Let Your Love Flow by the Bellamy Brothers. That's from the Little Darlings soundtrack from 1980. God, I love Little Darlings. It's sad this movie isn't available on DVD. I think it would have a lot more fans out there. The people who do have seen Little Darlings, whether they saw it when it first came out or later on video, I know love this movie. There are a lot of fans out there who are clamoring for a release of this movie, and with good reason. And the song Let Your Love Flow, which does kick in at the end of the movie, such a perfect song for this movie. Just it's a movie about two girls who make a bet to see if they can who will lose their virginity first. That's at camp, and the two girls are played by Tatum O'Neal and Christy McNichol. They're great in this movie together. They play polar opposites, and they become rivals because of this bet, but then also friends. So it's fun watching the transformation of these characters and how well they play off against each other. And there's great music in the movie, but in particular this track, I think once it kicks in at the end, you really like. It's kind of rousing in a way. It really hits you, and it's fun. There's a lot of great actors in the movie. I think Cynthia Nixon shows up as one of the girls. She plays kind of the hippie, dippy character. It's a fun teen movie. They don't make teen movies anymore like they used to back in the 70s and 80s especially. And a lot of the songs that I'm going to play you today are songs from most likely teen movies. I'm holding off on doing songs from horror movies because I have a whole bunch that I love, and I want to save that for a separate. We'll do that for Volume 2. We'll consider this Volume 1, and then Volume 2 we'll do horror songs. So Volume 1 will be comprised heavily of teen movies and comedies and some random picks like from the 70s. So there's some good films in there that have some great songs. And Little Darlings, definitely, I would count as one of my favorite teen films. Came out in 1980, so it's a teen film from the 80s. And it's a movie you should seek out if you haven't seen it. It might be available on YouTube or somewhere like that, but it was never officially available on DVD. I think there's a rights issue. I looked into it a bit, and the music from the movie, I think, is holding it up. I think they want a lot of money for it to release the rights, and with good reason. There's good songs in the soundtrack. And just look up the film if you haven't seen it, if you're curious about it. And if you've already seen it, I'm sure you're a fan. So, and Let Your Love Flow by the Bellamy Brothers, great song. And moving on to number 3.
And that was Mind Over Matter by E.G. Daly from the Summer School soundtrack from 1987. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there are fans of Summer School. It's one of my favorite teen comedies from the late 80s. It has endless replay value. It's such a fun movie and such a fun song. It's used very well in the film during the montage sequence late in the film as the characters are doing their big exam. And this marks absolutely one of my favorite montage songs of all time. It's the epitome of pop music, and E.G. Daly, or Elizabeth Daly, does a great job. She has a great voice and perfect for pop music. And she had some hits, and this was one of them. She had 2 songs, I believe, on the Summer School soundtrack, and she contributed to other films as well, but you might know her more from her acting. She was in Pee-wee's Big Adventure and a few films. One Dark Night was one that really sticks out in my head. I like that movie a lot. It's Little Seen, Little Loved. Urge you all to check that one out. And she has some songs in the Better Off Dead soundtrack, and she appears in the film as part of that band in the movie, which is pretty awesome. More great music in that one. And this song especially really sticks with me because of the montage sequence, and it's just used so well in the film. I urge you all to check out the music video. That's I think should find it on YouTube pretty easily. It has a lot of the characters in the film singing along and dancing along with E.G. Daly as she sings her song at a club. And some of the actors are pretty bad dancers, but some of them look like they're having a lot of fun, like Chainsaw Dave. Sadly, Kirstie Alley and Mark Harmon don't appear in the video as themselves, so that's unfortunate, but a lot of the kids do, and you get to see Courtney Thorne-Smith dance pretty badly, and a few others worth checking out. I think Kelly Jo Minter, she's great. She's the character who can't drive, and I think is dyslexic or something, or can't read, and she's playing the drums. I'm not sure she can play the drums in the. She's probably pantomiming, but she does a great job at it. She's fun to see her in the video. Elizabeth Daly's Mind Over Matter, a lot of fun. Love this movie, and I hope you do too. Moving on to our number 4.
tonight.
So that was Depeche Mode, obviously, and the track was But Not Tonight from the Modern Girls soundtrack from 1986. Now, Modern Girls is a movie that's maybe not universally loved. It's mostly been forgotten. It's been available on VHS and cable, a lot of cable play. Recently, MGM made it available on DVD, part of their on-demand series, and, I'll take it. It's the way it's available widescreen, so... it's a great film that needs more love, I think. There's a website out there. I urge you guys to check out moderngirlsmovie.com, and it's run by a friend of mine named Jenny. She's great, and she absolutely loves that movie, and with good reason. It's a movie about three girls who go on an adventure in LA, and they bring along a guy who likes one of the girls, played by Clayton Rohner. It's a great cast, this movie. Clayton Rohner, Daphne Zuniga, Virginia Madsen, and Cynthia Gibb. All four leads are really charming, and they play really well together. It's amazing to think that this movie is 28 years old already. It feels like yesterday when I saw it for the first time in 1986. And it sticks with me. I watch it all the time. It has another one of those movies that has endless play values for me. It's a short film. It runs 80-something minutes. It goes by in a breeze. Puts a big smile on my face every time I see it. And the soundtrack, from beginning to end, is perfect. And of all the tracks, none more so than But Not Tonight by Depeche Mode, which captures perfectly the mood of this movie. It's a mostly LA nighttime film, and it really does capture that beautifully, and makes you happy. And I like this film a lot, and I urge you guys again to check it out, please, if you haven't, and check out the music video. It's available on YouTube. And here is number 5.
You've got what I need.
Yes, Something Sweet from my favorite teen prostitute movie, Angel, from 1984. It's The Allies. Great song, and such a wacky movie. I love movies that can be exploitation and absolutely fun at the same time, and Angel is one of those films. It's a gritty, down and dirty movie, but it's also a movie that you could watch and not, you don't feel like you need a bath afterwards. You might, but why not watch it? Anyway, it has a lot of engaging characters and great actors in it, led by Donna Wilkes and Susan Tyrrell and on, Rory Calhoun, and lots of quirky people in this movie, and it's what greatly adds to its charm. And I'm sure it's a movie we'll cover in the podcast, like a lot of these songs, these movies will eventually cover. But the songs themselves in these movies are great, and such a memorable song that puts you in a good mood. And yes, a mood. You get a good mood from watching a gritty movie about teen prostitution. Who would have thought? And that's what makes Something Sweet something special. I think even the great cynical people out there in the world might enjoy this song too. Well, I hope you like the song, and I hope you like the movie Angel. It's New World Pictures at their best in 1984. And we're going on to our number 6.
how could I not pick a song from a John Hughes movie? I went with one that's a little different. I went with She Loves Me by Stephen Duffy from the Some Kind of Wonderful soundtrack from 1987. Now, I love this movie. It's the one John Hughes movie that I keep going back to time and time again. Actually, I go back to so many of them, and a lot of us do, but for some reason I just gravitate towards this one, so I'd count it as my favorite. Maybe not the most popular choice, but I love the soundtrack. I love the movie. Kind of has the ending that Pretty in Pink should have had. I know the original ending of Pretty in Pink, she should have ended up with Ducky at the dance, but instead she goes back to Andrew McCarthy, and they embrace, and they have their big ending, but and Ducky's kind of left like at the prom with then maybe hooking up with Chrissy Swanson or whatever. Kind of a throwaway. I think the studio made John Hughes change it, and he was already directing another movie at that point. He was doing what was it? He was doing Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and so he just let the studio do whatever they want with the ending. And why I picked this song, especially from the soundtrack, because I like a lot of the songs from the soundtrack, is because of the scene that accompanies it. Watts and Keith are in the garage, and Watts offers for her to practice kissing with Keith so he can prepare for his big date with Leah Thompson, and the song kicks in as they kind of make out. And it just works so well in the film. It's a sweet song. It's not as up tempo as some of the other songs on this list, but I really like it. I think it's really cute, and I think the movie, it works really well in the film. So if you haven't seen that film, check it out, and especially that scene. It's such a great scene, and the actors are perfect in it. Let's go on to our number 7.
Baby, you're the first to know. I ain't Bobby's little girl no more. I took a little time to grow. It's gonna be worth the waiting, the anticipating. I'm not Mama's little baby no more. I took the ribbons from my hair and I'm letting it all hang down. If you're looking for the same old me, gonna tell you that she's left town. Don't try to call my number, baby. Don't wanna get no reply. Slowly I'm changing. I'm finally rearranging. In this day you live
So that was Mama's Little Girl by Linda George. Now, not Linda Day George, the actress that we all know and love, but Linda George, the Australian singer. This song had originally come out in the 70s. It was a cover version of it. It was originally made famous by Dusty Springfield, but this version was very popular, especially in the Australian pop charts, by Linda George. And it comes from a sexploitation film called Felicity. Now, not the TV series, obviously, starring Kerry Russell, but a sexploitation film that's kind of in the vein of Emmanuel. It's not something I would normally recommend, but I think it's an entertaining enough movie. I think it's kind of fun. So if you're into that, or if you're not into that, just listen to the song. But I think it's kind of fun either way, and it perfectly fits what the movie's about. It's about like a teenage girl whose like burgeoning sexual desires are awakened. She goes on a trip, I believe, to Hong Kong, and it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little exploitation film, and I love the song. I don't know why it always sticks out. It just kind of that song. It's such a sweet song. Mama's Little Girl from 1973. Moving on, here is number 8. And that was Maria Vidal singing Hands Off from the Once Bitten soundtrack, which came out in 1985. Now, I hope you guys are fans of Once Bitten. I'll forgive you if you aren't, but I absolutely loved this movie when I was a kid. Can't tell you exactly why, but I do count it as one of my favorite vampire movies. It's obviously a horror comedy, more comedy than horror. It's a teen film as well, and I think I just go back to it from time to time, and I think a lot of it has to do with the charming performance by Jim Carrey, who obviously has gone on to bigger and better things. Or I don't know. For me, I always go back to Once Bitten as one of his favorites. It's a perfectly silly 80s movie, and that's why I love it. And the song Hands Off is used really well in the film. It's during the dance sequence. It's the Halloween dance when Lauren Hutton is trying to seduce Jim Carrey away from his girlfriend, and they actually have a big choreographed dance scene. And I love dance scenes in movies, and this one has a great one. The three of them kind of dance, kind of a dance off. And so perfect that Hands Off is playing, and it perfectly tells you what's going on, and it matches the visuals greatly, and it just adds so much more to the scene. It's just so much fun. I can't recommend it enough. I love it. Let's go on to number 9.
We're running on that road.
and Kate Bush sings Running Up That Hill from the Chocolate War soundtrack from 1988. I am a huge fan of the Chocolate War. I've always have been since the film came out, and I know it's a movie that's kind of almost obscure. It has its legions of fans. It was based on a book by Robert Cormier, and I read the book in school, and I loved the movie when it came out. I didn't see it theatrically, sadly. I did see it when it was on video. I don't think it got much of a theatrical push. It's kind of I wouldn't say a difficult movie. It's a challenging movie. It's not the typical teen drama. There's a lot going on. It was directed by Keith Gordon, the child actor from Dressed to Kill and Jaws 2 and Christine, and he became quite a director in my eyes with this film. It's something I really recommend you checking out, and the soundtrack is pretty amazing. It has, Kate Bush, it has Peter Gabriel, it has Yaz, so many memorable songs and used so well in the film, and this one, Running Up That Hill, is used perfectly in the film to match the melancholy of the film. Kate Bush has a really unusual sound and style, but I absolutely love it. I love that soundtracks can bring me to these artists that I normally wouldn't have noticed, and I'm glad that Chocolate War did that for me. I'm glad I am a fan of Kate Bush. I'm glad I'm a fan of Depeche Mode and other artists because of these films, and it makes me happy. And check it out, Chocolate War. And here is number 10.
We started dancing and love put us into a groove. As soon as we started to move, the music played while our bodies displayed through the dance. Then love picked us out for romance. I thought it was clear the plan was we would share this feeling just between ourselves. But when the music changed, the plan was rearranged. He went to dance with someone else. We started dancing and love put us into a groove. But now he's with somebody new. What does love want me to do? Love said, let the music play. You won't get away. Just keep the groove and then he'll come back to you again. Let the music play. You won't get away. This groovy candy come, he won't leave you anymore. He tried pretending our dance is just a dance, but I see he's dancing his way back to me. Yes, he discovered we are truly love. It's magic from the very start. 'Cause love just got me grooving and it got me moving, even though we danced apart. So we started dancing and love put us into the groove. As soon as we started to move, as soon as we started to move, love said, let the music play. You won't get away. Just keep the groove and then he'll come back to you again. Let the music play. You won't get away. This groovy candy come, he won't leave you anymore. He tried pretending our dance is just a dance, but I see he's dancing his way back to me. He's dancing his way back to me. Love said,
And if you weren't dancing to that track, I'm severely disappointed in you. That's a great dance song. It's Shannon, obviously, and Let the Music Play. Now, this song was a popular club song, very, very popular club song, but I knew it from the Breaking All the Rules soundtrack, which the film came out in 1985. It played at the end of the film, and it's a movie about a bunch of wacky kids in a theme park and their misadventures, and I think it was a Canadian film, kind of low budge, but I loved it. It was it was released through New World Pictures, and I watched it on VHS, and I instantly fell in love with its zaniness. It's quite silly, maybe not the best film on this list. So maybe don't run out and go see it if you're not into silly teen movies. But I am a fan. And the end credits, and once it kicks in, it totally gets you in the mood, and you kind of want to. If I was at the theater, I would have left the theater dancing. It always was pretty rousing. It's such a neat little way to end a movie with this song, and I think fireworks are playing over the end credits. So perfect. Let the music play. I know a lot of people aren't into that kind of style of music, and which marred maybe the mid 80s to the late 80s and early 90s. But some of these songs are really good, I think, and I think Let the Music Play is one of the more fun ones, and totally into it, totally loved it. Breaking All the Rules from New World Pictures. Check it out. And here we go to number 11.
I was the third brother of five, doing whatever I had to do to survive. I'm not saying what I did was alright. Trying to break out of the ghetto was a day-to-day fight. Being down so long, getting up didn't cross my mind. But I knew there was a better way of life, and I was just trying to find. You don't know what you do till you put under pressure. Across 110th Street is a hell of a tester. Across 110th Street, pimps trying to catch a woman that's weak. Across 110th Street, pushers won't let the junkie go free. Across 110th Street, woman trying to catch a trick on the street. You baby, across 110th Street, you can find it all in the street. I got one more thing I'd like to talk to y'all about right now. Hey brother, there's a better way out. Shorting that coke, shooting that dope, man, you're copping out. Take my advice, it's either live or die. You got to be strong if you want to survive. The family on the upper side of town will catch hell without a ghetto around. In every city you'll find the same thing going down. Harlem is the capital of every ghetto town. Let me sing it. Across 110th Street, pimps trying to catch a woman that's weak. Across 110th Street, wishes won't let the junkie go free. Oh, across 110th Street, a woman trying to catch a trick on the street. Ooh, baby, across 110th Street, you can find it all you look around, you look around, you look around you. Yeah.
And that was Bobby Womack's Across 110th Street from the Across 110th Street soundtrack, but I'm also citing Jackie Brown as well. It was on that soundtrack and used so memorably in that movie. I had seen Jackie Brown in the late 90s and instantly fell in love with the soundtrack. And Across 110th Street is kind of like Pam Grier's anthem. It's the song she sings in the film. It ends the film. It's just so wonderfully done, and I love the 1972 action pop boiler Across 110th Street. I love a movie set in New York, and that's such a great movie, and the song is used very well in that one as well. And I love Bobby Womack, and I especially do love this track of his, probably my favorite track of his, and used brilliantly in these movies. And I can't gush over the song enough. I can't gush over Jackie Brown enough. One of my favorite films, certainly my favorite Tarantino film. Whether you love him or hate him, I think he made a wonderful movie about aging people and Jackie Brown, and the song is perfect for Pam Grier's character. I absolutely love it, and every time I listen to the song, I feel like I'm along with Pam Grier in that movie. I love singing along to it in the car like she does in the movie. It's just so perfect. And here is number 12.
This bloody road remains a mystery. The sudden darkness fills the air. What are we waiting for?
Certainly you guys know that one. That's Invincible by Pat Benatar from the Legend of Billie Jean soundtrack from 1985, I believe. And, gosh, such a memorable song. It's another one of the more popular songs on this list. It got a lot of radio play. It's much more popular than the film is, actually, funny enough. A film kind of became a cult hit. It wasn't really a big theatrical hit or anything. Helen Slater does a great job in this movie, and now that I think about it, Keith Gordon is in this movie as well. And the song perfectly matches this film. It's about this girl who's trying to fight back and being a teenager and in the 80s or any time, you kind of feel like your voice isn't heard, and she stands up for everybody. She stands up for these kids who are being taken advantage of. And what teenager couldn't relate to this film? Certainly, a lot of us did because of the central theme of the film, and the song perfectly matches that. It's so rousing, so entertaining. And let's go on to number 13. See if you know this one. I'm sure you do.
Everybody, and everybody clap your hands. We lambda, and Omega Moon. And we've come here on stage tonight to do a show for you. We got a rockin' rhythm and a high-tech sound that'll make you move your body down to the ground. We got Poindexter on the violin, and Lewis and Gilbert will be joining in. We got Booger Presley on the mean guitar, and a rap by little old me, Lamar. We got Takashi beating on his gong. The boys and the moves are clapping along. And just when you thought you seen it all, along comes a lambda 4-foot tall. So won't you come on out here on the floor, so we can work our bodies like never before. Break.
That's right. Revenge of the Nerds, the Tri-Lambda rap done by Lamar and the gang. I had to include it. It's just a fun song. It's them putting it over the top for them to win the talent show. How can you not vote for the Nerds after that? They have so much heart. Like The Legend of Billie Jean, Revenge of the Nerds is about kids being kind of picked on and or being ignored, and this is their revenge. You got to watch out for them because they'll get their revenge. And obviously, Revenge of the Nerds is pretty prophetic because then the nerds kind of did inherit the earth, and that's awesome. And one day, us movie geeks will hopefully inherit the earth as well, as much as the computer nerds have. We love you, nerds. Live forever. And for now, we'll play the song over and over and have some fun. The soundtrack itself, it does some pretty good tracks. I believe there's a track by the Talking Heads and a few others. Good stuff. But I especially love this scene in the movie. One of my favorite moments from a silly 80s teen movie. And let's go on to number 14. And that was We've Got Our Love by Holly Robinson from the Three for the Road soundtrack, which came out in 1987. Now, Three for the Road is maybe not the most popular teen film to come from the 80s. I kind of liked it. It's a road movie, which I'm always a fan of, and the leads were pretty good. Charlie Sheen and Alan Ruck and Cary Green kind of work well together. She's kind of playing this politician's daughter is kind of has a wild streak, and they have to give her a ride and make sure she gets somewhere. Charlie Sheen is a political aide, and he's trying to advance his career, so he takes on the task of picking her up and making sure she goes somewhere. And a lot of misadventures ensue because of it. And it's a silly movie, kind of a throwaway, maybe not the best movie ever made, but it has its charms. And I picked the song because I don't know, I've always liked it. It's Holly Robinson from 21 Jump Street actually sings the track, and I guess she tried to have a pop career. And maybe not the best song either, like the movie, the best material ever made, but it's catchy. It's the kind of the song that always sticks in my head. I find myself thinking about it or singing it long after the movie is over, which is strange. Catchy pop songs sometimes trump like the best kind of music for some reason. When something kind of sticks in your head and stays with you, it just wins me over sometimes. I enjoy it. Moving on to our next track. So yes, our number 15 was Tomboy by the great band Souvenir from 1985. Actually, I don't know if they're a great band. I don't even know who Souvenir is. I guess they did songs from Tomboy. To best describe what the song means to me, I'm going to read to you a review that I just found of it online. Here it is. I've been looking for this song for so long. It's from the pretty terrible 80s teen comedy Tomboy. I've loved the song because the lyrics have clearly been written by a horny 12-year-old who only cares about cars and chicks, and that is exactly how all songs should sound if you're going to make an 80s teen comedy. End quote. That's pretty awesome. That's exactly how I feel about Tomboy as well. The movie and the song. It's clearly a throwaway, clearly exploitation, clearly really silly and stupid, but that's what makes it great. It's very pure in its ridiculousness, and I go back to it a lot. I love Betsy Russell in the film. I think she's fun to watch for many reasons, and a couple of reasons, a couple of big reasons. Yeah, Tomboy. Check it out. Oh dear. Number 16. Here it is. And that was Marianne Faithfull with Love Hates from the Tough Turf soundtrack from 1984. I am a huge fan of Tough Turf. I just thought of it. It's our third song from a New World Pictures film. Interesting. I love New World Pictures, and Tough Turf is definitely one of my favorites from their releases. It's such a fun action, juvenile delinquent drama thriller. It's kind of like an all-in-one kind of combo, and it stars James Spader as this guy who is kind of like the new guy in town. He falls for the wrong girl who is involved with some gang member, and they get into all sorts of trouble. And it's such a fun film. It has a great soundtrack. Jim Carroll is on the soundtrack. He's actually in the movie too, performs, and Robert Downey Jr. is his friend, and I think he performs in the Jim Carroll's band, which is kind of fun to see as a drummer. There's so many great moments in Tough Turf. Actually, I'm gonna include it on a podcast at some point in the future, and because I love that movie so much, and the music in this movie is great. But in particular, I love this song. It's so moody. Marianne Faithfull, who had a great career of ups and downs mostly, but mostly known for being involved with Mick Jagger in the late 60s. And she has a great voice. Got kind of crackly after a while by the mid 80s, and her track here shows off that whiskey soaked voice, as they used to call it back in the day. And I think it's great. I mean, it's maybe not the kind of music that you would just like listen to every day on the radio, but if you want something that puts you in a certain mood, I think Love Hates is the perfect song to go to. And it immediately recalls the opening scene of Tough Turf, where James Spader's character is introduced on the bicycle, fending off some guy from the bad dudes in the movie. And great movie, Tough Turf, love it. Check it out. Moving on to our number 17.
Down
up until this point, I didn't pick any songs from movies that we had covered already on this podcast, but I really had to pick Berlin's Masquerade from the Perfect soundtrack. Now, Perfect was a movie we covered on episode 1 with the dance movies, and it's a movie I obviously have a great affinity for, but the soundtrack in particular, especially this Berlin soundtrack, is used extremely well in this movie. It's covered a couple of times in the film, and over the credits at the end, used so well in a kind of a montage of sequences, showing the characters from the film, and it's used very playfully and in such a way to make you kind of leave the movie in such a high note and happy note. And I love when movies do that. I love when movies use music to make you leave a movie with a smile on your face. And Perfect absolutely does that. It's such a perfect song, that Berlin does here with Masquerade, and kind of fits nicely with the theme of the movie about a reporter who kind of might be duping Jamie Lee Curtis into giving up some dirt on her lifestyle and her job. And it's an interesting film that I think is severely underrated, and was kind of given flack because it was an aerobics movie and a movie about that. And it's a very modern movie at the time, 1985, and it's obviously aged a lot in the nearly 30 years it's been out. But I often love movies that are about their time period, and I think Perfect is a great movie about that time period. And I hope you give that movie a fair shake. I think it's really good, and I think the soundtrack above all is the best, along with Jamie Lee Curtis. I love Perfect. Here we go with number 18.
Take me to your heart, show me where to start. Let me play the part of your first love. All the stars are right, every wish is ours tonight, my love. Pity those who wait, trust in love to fade, finding out too late that they've lost it, never letting go. They will never know the ways of love. Got to believe in magic. Tell me, how do people find each other in a world that's full of strangers? You've got to believe in magic, something stronger than the moon above. 'Cause it's magic when two people fall in love. I may never know why I need you so. All I need to know is this feeling. Handle it with care. We were born to share this dream, my love. Got to believe in magic. Tell me, how do people find each other in a world that's full of strangers? You've got to believe in magic, something stronger than the moon above. 'Cause it's magic when two people fall in love. Got to believe in magic. Tell me, how do people find each other in a world that's full of strangers? You've got to believe in magic.
can't remember. Did I warn you that there'd be some pretty cheesy music on this playlist? Well, there you go. Sorry. That was Got to Believe in Magic from the Zapped soundtrack by David Pomerantz. Totally cheesy, for lack of a better word. Sorry, I can't think of a better word than cheesy, but that's exactly what describes the song. It's during the love montage, love sequence, when Scott Baio and Felice Schachter, or whoever pronounced her name, kind of consummate their love. Well, he uses his telekinesis to move a bed in his science lab. This is a priceless scene, and I just absolutely love Zapped. It's a movie that kind of defies any kind of criticism. You can call it whatever you want, but I'm still, at the end of the day, going to enjoy a silly movie called Zapped. So there's always that. And, Got to Believe in Magic. It's kind of, it says it all in its words. I don't know how best to describe this song and this film other than just watch it. It's pure magic. It'll make you do things you never thought you might do before, like listen to this song over and over again. You may fall in love with the girl of your dreams who's kind of nerdy and who's hot on the trail of a story. She's like a budding reporter, and he's this geek who kind of grows pot on the side because of his best friend Barney, and played by Willie Ames, and he gets these magical powers which we all wish we had, and he gets to live his fantasy out. And Zapped is a total fantasy, and that's kind of why we like 80s movies and like these movies, because they kind of have that fantasy element that we kind of wish we had. It's kind of the flip side to Carrie. It's the upbeat version of Carrie, if you will. I love it, and the song kind of reminds me immediately of that movie and makes me smile, so I can't argue with that at all. So let's go on to our number 19.
Playing with heart is a dangerous game. Don't play with mine, I'll put you to shame. Say night by night, you're in the flying range, and I'm standing my ground. No, I'm not afraid. Justice for all, justice for all. You get what you give when you broken the law. Know what it costs before you commit it. Don't start a fight, I won't let you win it. You pay for your crime, the judgment will stand. My back's to the wall, it's out of my hands. And night for a night, no favorite sons. There's a time for revenge, and your time has come. Justice for all, justice for all. You get what you give when you're broken the law. Know what it costs before you commit it. Don't start a fight, I won't let you win it.
And that was a rousing track, if there ever was one. That was Justice for One by John Farnham from the Savage Street soundtrack from 1984. And I know some of you guys out there are big fans of Savage Streets, and those of you who aren't, you're kind of missing out, because Savage Streets is the epitome of 80s exploitation. It's Linda Blair getting revenge for the rape of her younger sister, her younger deaf, mute sister. And, there's two ways you can look at exploitation films from the 80s. You can look at them as total trash that really doesn't belong anywhere within cinema, or you can look at them as the kind of the best movies ever made. And I kind of look at Savage Street as one of the best movies ever made. It's completely entertaining from beginning to end, and the song kind of matches the spirit of Savage Street. It matches the spirit of Linda Blair getting her gear together to fight these bad guys who ruthlessly picked on her sister and raped her and did all sorts of bad things. And she takes them on one by one. She has these great one-liners in the film, and you root for her. You kind of wish the movie was more about the revenge part. It's kind of a small part of the film, which is later in the film, but because the film leads up to it, you get really involved in the drama and the action. When it does kick into gear, I kind of almost wish it was a bigger part of the film, but when it does kick into gear, it's so amazing. And you're totally with Linda Blair as she gets her revenge, and the song really gets you in the mood, and I can't praise it enough. It's just such a fun song and such a fun movie. And if you guys out there are into the exploitation, I would suggest you getting into it now and starting with Savage Streets from 1984. Great film. Love it. Here's our number 20.
Once in your life, you find her, someone who turns your heart around, and next thing you know, you're closing down the town. Wake up and it's still with you, even though you left your way across town. Wondering to yourself, hey, what have I found? When you get caught between the moon and New York City,
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I had made you listen to Christopher Cross with Arthur's theme, or The Best That You Can Do, I think it's also known as, from the Arthur soundtrack from 1981. And yes, I have actually no, I have no guilt. I made you listen to that song. I love Arthur. I hope you do too. It's such a fun movie. Puts me in such a good mood, that movie, every single time I watch it. Yes, the unlikely romantic comedy starring Dudley Moore and Liza Minnelli. But if you can't dig Arthur, I don't know if I could be friends with you, honestly. I think we have to break up. It's one of my favorite comedies of all time. It's just such a good movie, such a great New York movie. And the song, as cheesy, 80s, saxophone heavy, or whatever you want to call it, as it is kind of what transports me back to the time when I first saw Arthur when I was a kid. And, it's a movie I could watch over and over and enjoy thoroughly each time. I love Dudley Moore. I love Liza Minnelli in this movie. I think they're great together, and they play off each other really well. And John Gielgud as Arthur's forever servant butler and best friend. There's such a great chemistry between all three of these leads in this movie. And it's something that, any kind of cynical person, kind of looks down upon, like kind of this kind of cheesy, silly music and maybe the frivolous nature of the film. You could think what you want, but, we love Arthur, and we will win with our love. Love conquers all. Okay, I had a few too many scotches, but okay, I love Arthur, and I hope you do too. And yes, Christopher Cross did make this playlist. Deal with it. Moving on to our number 21.
Try. You got the power 'cause you know that I
Voodoo by Rachel Sweet from the Valley Girl soundtrack from 1983. So yeah, I picked another song from Valley Girl. But this one isn't as well known as Melt With You. Nowhere near as well. And I kind of wanted just to draw attention to a song that just has been forgotten really over the last 30 years. I just really, really enjoy the song, and kind of the point of Cinema to Meep and Retro Movie Love is sometimes to give love to things that aren't as well loved, or just not as well loved of recent. So 31 years old now, Voodoo, we love you. We love you, Rachel Sweet, who was actually an actress as well as a pop singer. She was in the movie Sing. We covered Sing in our episode 1 on dance movies, and I think she's a fun gal, and I love the song. And sometimes the song is good, and you just want to play it, and that's exactly how I feel about Voodoo, and it puts me in a certain mood, so that's why I chose it. And here is number 22.
I spent a lifetime looking for you. Single bars and good time lovers were never true. Playing a fool's game, hoping to win, and telling those sweet lies and losing again. I was looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love in too many faces, searching their eyes, looking for traces of what I'm dreaming of, hoping to find a friend and a lover. I'll bless the day I discover another heart looking for love. I was alone then, no love in sight, and I did everything I could to get me through the night. Don't know where it started or where it might end. I turned to a stranger just like a friend. I was looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love in too many faces, searching their eyes, looking for traces of what I'm dreaming of, hoping to find a friend and a lover. I bless the day I discover another heart looking for love. My heart's door, you're everything I've been looking for. No more looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love in too many faces, searching their eyes, looking for traces of what I'm dreaming of. Now that I've found a friend and a lover, I bless the day I discover you. Oh, you looking for love in all the wrong places, in too many faces, searching their eyes, looking for traces of what I'm dreaming of. Now that I've found a friend and a lover, I bless the day I discover you. Oh, you looking for love in all the wrong places.
And that was Looking for Love by Johnny Lee from the Urban Cowboy soundtrack, of course, from 1980. Now, this is probably the most popular song on this list. Urban Cowboy was kind of a big hit when it came out in 1980, but it wasn't really a big hit with critics, or didn't let's say it didn't win any awards, at least for Academy Awards. You would have thought this song was a shoo-in for like best song, but it didn't. It wasn't nominated. I guess there were a lot of big songs that year, 1980, and this one didn't win, or just wasn't even nominated, which is kind of sad because I love the song. It immediately reminds you of this movie. So I have to give it some love. It's not, it's obviously a big hit movie, or a John Travolta film. This is the second John Travolta James Bridges film on this list, along with this track from Perfect. And maybe the pairing of them were kind of gold in a way, because there's both soundtracks I absolutely love, and great films. Though John Travolta kind of had a big misstep last weekend with the Academy Awards. He's kind of scary these days, but back in his prime, 1980, we loved him, and we love the song "Looking for Love." It's a country song, and something I would have normally picked because I'm not a big country music fan. Sorry, but it's true. But I absolutely love the song, and I had to include it on this list. You have to go with what you love, right? Here we go, and our next track is number 23. I hope you wanted to listen to something very 80s. Well, if you've gotten this far, you definitely like 80s music, and there's nothing more 80s than this track. That's Just Imagine. That's the main titles track from the motion picture Thief of Hearts from 1984. That's the great Simpson Bruckheimer kind of drama thriller about a guy who steals a woman's diary. He's like a thief, an art thief, and he steals her art, but he also steals her diary because he kind of likes her, and he kind of wants to know more about her, and that's how he does it by stealing her diary. And it's a very sexy movie. It's a Paramount picture, like our previous track, Urban Cowboy. And I love the Paramount films from the 80s. There's something about them. There's some almost like a prestige. There's like a definitely quality to them. They had production value, and Thief of Hearts is very much falls along with those lines. It's maybe not as popular 30 years now as it was. It wasn't even popular then, probably, but I just go back to it a lot. It's just one of those movies that kind of puts me in a certain 80s mood. I love the music of Giorgio Moroder, and it kind of feels something along the lines of that. Yeah, it has that very 80s kind of techno vibe to it. In this case, it's a kind of not a ballad, but it's kind of a slow song. But it puts me in an immediate mood. It puts me, it takes me back to that period when I first saw this movie, and makes me happy again. All these songs make me happy in a way, and that's kind of the point, isn't it? So let's go on to our number 24. Here we go, kids.
There's a nail in the door and there's glass on the lawn, tacks on the floor and the TV is on. I'll always sleep with my guns when you're gone. There's a blade by the bed and a phone in my hand, a dog on the floor and some cash on the nightstand. When I'm all alone the dreaming stops and I just can't say. What should I do? Just a little baby. What if the lights go out and maybe, and then the wind just starts to move outside the door and follow me home now. Good night. Moon, I want the sun. If it's not here soon, I might return. No, it won't be too soon till I say good night, moon. There's a shark in the pool and a witch in the tree. A crazy old neighbor and he's been watching me. And there's footsteps loud and strong coming down the hall. Something's under the bed, now it's out in the hinge. There's a big black hole sitting on my window ledge, and I hear something scratching through the wall. Oh, what should I do? Just a little baby. What if the lights go out
Goodnight Moon by Chivalry from the Kill Bill Volume 2 soundtrack. And now Kill Bill Volume 2 is probably the most current film on this list that I've covered. It's only merely 10 years old now. But Quentin Tarantino's movies kind of are retro, very much retro. But the movie itself has a great soundtrack, of course. And the song kind of comes out of nowhere. It's at the end of the movie during his title sequence, which kind of runs very long at the end of the movie, and he has all these songs, and he kind of throws this one in there, and it just kind of always struck a chord with me. It's such an evocative song, and it kind of this very dark child story, and it's just puts me in such a weird mood, but it's also so fun to listen to, and I kind of had to choose it. It's like the great way to almost wrap up this podcast. We have maybe one track left after this, and it just kind of puts me in this weird place that I like to be in sometimes. And I don't know who Chivalry is. Looking up some of these artists, you kind of find out more than you want to. You just kind of want to just enjoy the music, and that's how I feel about Chivalry, whoever she is. I don't want to read up too much about her because it might disappoint me. It might like fall in the way more of like kind of a weird, more modern pop style that I'm not into. But just listening to the song within the context of the movie just kind of absolutely enthralls me every time I listen to it, and it's the kind of song I want to listen to over and over again. So I'm going to keep on going with it, and I hope it's one of the songs you enjoy on this playlist. So let's go on to our last track, and now this song is kind of sad, and I kind of want to leave you on a bit of a melancholy note. And I know it's a little unfair in a playlist that's kind of full of kind of songs that are silly or fun, but it's a song that I liked a lot from the 80s. It's from The Last American Virgin, and when you hear it, you'll know what it is. That's a great soundtrack, by the way. It's at the end of the movie, and you feel exactly what the character's feeling in the movie as the song comes up, and it's such a powerful song. It's not a kind of a song that I like usually. It's not the style of music that I usually like. But it works completely well in the movie, in the context of the movie, and it's perfect. So I just kind of wanted to end the podcast on that note. Of a movie I like a lot, a teen movie that is both sad and funny, because that's life. And things are not always one or the other. They're kind of different things. They're usually both sad and funny. So here we go with Just Once from The Last American Virgin soundtrack.
I'm king, and they know it. When I snap my fingers, everybody say sure. I'm hot, and you're not. But if you want to hang with me, I'll give it one shot. Top that.
Okay? No, I'm not in the mood.
Never top that.
Oh my god.
You can dream until you will, but you will never top that.
Let's go back the other way. No, just go up and talk to him. Are you kidding? I'm so embarrassed. Look how funky he is. I will never be hip.
I'm hot, and you're not. But if you want to hang with me, I'll give it one shot. Top that. Top that. You can do all that you can, but you'll never top that. Top that. So top that.
Supersonic, idiotic, disconnected, not respected. Who would ever really want to go and top that? Such a waste of pretty face, but hanging in your nose face. I wish that you would take a look and really stop that. Stop that. Well, stop that. I don't really give a about trying to top that. Top that. Stop that. I wish you finally take a real look and really stop that.
What's this?
Stop that.
What gives?
Stop that. I don't really give a about trying to stop that.
Stop that.
Big deal.
Stop that.
Unreal.
You can try till you blue.
I will make a fool of you. Stop that.
Woo! that?